Okay guys, so now it's time for action. See, now we have an Instagram application right here, we have emulator for Android right here, and we have Windows PC right here from where we can browse the website and inspect anything we can. So go to Instagram, and now let's start with the website. So here I am on the main Instagram webpage. We have HTTPS, secure connection. This is the first thing to notice in any engagement. Now we have different options here for working with Facebook. If you click that, we are redirected to Facebook page, which is the original Facebook page. We have working PHP, we have API key, API login, which is that. We have some URL to follow. Yep, okay, so go back to Instagram, and now let's try something strange here. Let's say, so it's making checks for the password and for the username. So the full name is not against any check. So here let's try to type. Even numbers are okay here to type. Okay, so now the username, let's see what happens. So it's not okay, so we need an email, so it's still not good. So now the email passed. So as you can see, the application is working for checks for different combination of symbols. So here, if I type that, it's not gonna work, since the email contains of the email name, the domain, and .com or BG and so on. So when I type SDSD, this is not considered as domain, as email, because email needs shift 2 key and then some domain like gmail.com. So this should pass. No, it didn't. And now that did. So basically, there are multiple checks for the name, and let's try with different phone numbers. So didn't say anything. Okay, so let's go with the username. The username is again cancelled, and now basically this is why maybe the user SDSD was already taken. So that's why it was not okay to use that name. And when we go with that button, generating another user which is not taken. So let's get over the mobile number. Let's try. Nope, it's not okay. It's not okay. No, it's not okay too. So basically, it's expecting if it's a number for a key for a country. So in my country, it's like 359. So it's expecting something like a country key, and therefore like with a specific exact match of symbols. So let's say it's a 12 symbols. So it's expecting if it's a number, that symbols, and if it's not a number, it's expecting an email address. So here comes the cool thing about basically using your creativity. When you want to gather information or stop someone or like attack someone, of course with permission, it's always a good practice to use a fake profiles and to use fake emails for that fake profiles. And there's always a good chance that you can find and come up with email that don't require any phone number whatsoever. So let's go in Google and try to type email without phone number. So we have Yandex.Mail, free, create an account. Let's try with, let's say, okay, that's cute questions, nice. Okay, so we have first name, let's see. Oh, we said it in files. Okay, now the password confirmation. What's your favorite musician's surname? Answer the sweet question and answer something stupid, let's say Disturbed. It's asking for a surname, but you answer something slightly different and also to remember. So Disturbed, enter the characters, writing. What the hell? I'm seeing such capture for very, very first time. Honestly, my wife, I'm seeing such capture for very first time in my life. They are using Sonic letters for the capture. Kind of impossible if you're not understand this. Okay, so never say that. Okay, so now see we have an email address. So let's go and find out our email. Copy that, paste in Instagram, bam, and it's okay. So the full name, let's say, will be that again. So and the password is going to be that again. So everything's okay. Click next. Folder, next. Okay, and not. So we are inside. So now we are in the application, and now we are ready to investigate how that application is working. So let's start from the very top. The URL did not change. So it's working with tokens and with authentication tokens, keys, and so on, because we did not get redirected to anything. We are using the same URL from here. So the checks are for authentication tokens. So if we have authentication token, it shows us that page. If we don't have the authentication token, it shows us the login page. Because now I'm pretty sure if I open a window and type Instagram.com, I should get the same view. Yeah, okay. So you see nothing changed here in the URL. So the token only changed to be authentication. So now we have the URLs the same. We have the button for main menu. Right click, open new tab. Let's try that. Okay. So we have the wobble, which pretty much doing the same thing. It's one big button. We have search. We have export. So now we changed it. Now we are under the export. And this is the sort guy. I'm gonna like that. So here we are under activities, and here we are under my profile. So here I have a profile, and everything posted here is stored. So yeah. Change password, authorize application, emails, manage contacts. Okay, so here, change password, private security. Okay, so not much here. Then we have started some like API connections and assign for adding a profile photo. So we don't do that for now. We go to IGTV, we can upload a video. These are saved things here, saved things, pictures and videos, and we have tags, so we did not get tagged anywhere. So let's get back to the main page. Now we've inspected that. Here we can search different things. Let's try SDSD, the search is displayed like that. So here we're posting different information. We have hashtags. Okay, let's go back to the main menu. Now let's see what we have here. So we have different profiles. Let's follow some of them and see what happens. Now, each profile, once basically accessed, you are basically authorized to view his or her photos and videos. You can also see the IGTV videos of that profile, and you can also see the tagged photos and videos of that profile. So this is one of your main sources when we're talking about that information. You see, we have a lot of things to see here. We have stories, which are stored and basically saved to your profile, and anyone can have access to them. So by right-clicking, the right click is disabled. Here, the right click is enabled. Select all. Okay, so it's not that way. So if you type with the mouse here, it's pausing the video. So if I, yeah, so if you hold the mouse, it's gonna pause the video. If you basically click here, you have some report, cancel, nothing much here. Okay, more stories. More stories. If you click here, nothing happens. See, we can print read it out. Yeah, it's some Microsoft things for reading. So just close that. Continue the story. So that's how we see stories. Okay, so now we are collecting information. That's how you start collecting information. You can first create a fake account like I did, and of course create some followers, and of course you not do with such names like I am. But you're gonna create some followers first. You can go post some pictures, make your name more realistic, and basically post photos, go there and gather followers. So it can be like 100, it's pretty much enough. 100 is good. So you can see multiple strategies for gathering followers. They can be under the search. Just go and wipe for different pictures, comment for different pictures, open your mobile data location, your GPS, and that's how people manage to see more. So go there, wipe pictures, collect followers, upload a picture, make a nice realistic name, and now you're ready to go. So now we can go and search for our target, select our target, start stalking our target, and start following and just collect information about our target. So if we go back, we see some menu about us. So let's expect any single item here. So about us, we have a menu right here, and we have a menu right here. So about us, and these menus are different. So we have support, press, and so on. So let's just close the mail, and you can read information here about Instagram. Nothing much that can be done here. Jobs, let's see. Nope. So you have to expect any single aspect of such application to see what's actually going on. So here, this is Instagram, so this is the support forum. Basically, these forums are basically websites without any kind of functionality, and you can only read information. So one functionality we have under this website is that search box about how can we help. And if you type SDSD, we have changed in the URL. So we have here about Instagram now, we have search query, and some query right here, so we have URL change. So you can go there, of course, expect more functionality, see how Instagram works more, and of course, read about the application. So now let's get back to our profile. So let's open up and download the picture. So I'm going to type GTR, images, and download that with the nice one. Right click, save picture as desktop, and type GTR. Nice. So here, now I'm going to basically change my profile picture by clicking that. And see, there's a potential vulnerability here. It's opening files and I can browse all the files, but when I try to open a file that's not supported, see what happens. It's not going to let me to basically upload any file that has extension not for picture. I don't know why it's still thinking about it. Yeah, nothing happens. So I'm going to type with GTR, and now it's done. Yeah, see. So I have the GTR picture right there, and now let's try to upload something to my profile. About the A profile, change profile, we just that. Now go to Instagram, get started and see what happens here. Yeah, now we're at Instagram, so we have 2 followers. You see, just by following someone famous, and with a stupid name like ADSDD, and with a simple GTR pic without anything else, we get 2 followers. And most of these followers are like pages that want to follow them back. But these don't really matter since they're following you, and for your target, for your purpose, you need to have followers. So it don't really matter if your followers are pages or your people, or your profiles, I mean. So that's why, just go there, write videos, write pictures, and just gain followers. That's the way of generating a profile for stalking and for social engineering. I told you before, social engineering is all about spoofing information and creativity. So we are now in the main application. Since we have some followers and we follow some people, we have stories from the one that we have followed. Yep, and we have to browse and start seeing pictures, start seeing suggestions for us. We can close that. So as you can see, the application is pretty stable and nothing much can be done. So the only thing we can do is basically upload a picture, upload our profile pictures, search for something, and comment under any picture right here, like, share, and save to your basically your profile. If you go to save, you can see that one here. So that's basically functionality Instagram offers. So therefore, just sharing photos and videos is easy, but and just that. With the application, with the web application, we can do just that. With the mobile application, we can do the chatting function. We can go to chat and send messages, but here this option I think is not available. So we can see stories, we can upload stories, and that's all we can do with that Instagram. So what happens? Let's analyze how that works. Basically, you have the web application right here. It's huge, powerful server with all of the drives right there, with all the capacity for all that pictures, photos, users, databases, and so on. So you generate yourself a profile with the web application, and if you generate yourself a profile with the mobile application, it's everything in the same server. So upon login, you are into the system, and you can see what others are displaying. And basically, this information is brought to you by your location, your interests, your anything, basically your activity. This is done by AI algorithms, machine learning. They analyze your activity, they analyze where you are, they analyze what you like or what you like to do, and so on, and they present information based on that activity. So that's how Instagram and all that social media will work. Because if I tag myself, let's say from Sofia, and I'm gonna really start seeing some famous people around my city, some people that are here, that are tagged here, and so on. If I tag myself from USA, some state right there, I'm gonna see people from there close to me, and basically the AI is calculating my interests. Let's say if I'm into cars and I'm constantly searching, let's say for GTR, for cars, and so on, the machine learning algorithm is gonna know that I like cars, and it's gonna present to me more cars than other people who are, let's say, into spirituality or something like that. So if I go here to search and see, the second picture is GTR. The algorithm is working almost immediately. We have GTR again, we have a GTR again, we have cars again, we have GTR again, a GTR again from the inside, and a GTR again. So just from one GTR search and from one GTR photo on my profile, Instagram algorithm was managed to know that I like GTRs, and now it's starting to basically show me GTRs because I like that. So that's how Instagram will work. And that's a cool thing because using that knowledge, you can know better what other people are into, so your target. So basically, the Instagram has options, and you can see them just now, and the GTR page just follows me up. So Instagram has an option to be able to see who likes what. So by stalking the likes of your target, you can know what your target is all about, is doing, it's liking. The pages he's liking, you can go there, inspect the pages, and so on. So you can build up a social engineering strategy from there. So let's just open my Android device and log in. So I'm going to use this one right here, we just made, invite username. Okay. And we are inside. Okay, so we are in the mobile version, and the very first picture we see is the GTR one. So with the we can do the very same thing with the mobile version. We can write with double click, we can write from here, we can comment into the section, and we can share it to someone. So there are my DMs, my messages, and we can save it to my profile so I can see it. GTR again, GTR again. So you see everything is mega straight. So now we have the home page right here. Under the bottom we have our navigation. So this is our main. This is our camera option. From here we can shoot. From here I can take photos and videos. From here I can watch Instagram TV. Yep. And let's go back once again. And from here I can send messages. So here Instagram offers the ability to connect to contacts from my phone, and that's why it was asked as permission. And to search for friends using emails and other social networks. Okay, so the functionality that the application offers more than the web application is basically that you can send messages. And of course it's designed for phones. See the design is just made for phones. Yeah, it's good to have it on your PC, but see the design is just made for mobile phones, for smartphones. So the next thing we have is the search. So here we have different categories. And based on that categories and based on your searching, the algorithm knows what you like. So let's go ahead and type my tie. Let's follow that hashtag. Okay, so let's just refresh that. And the refresh is done by dragging everything down like that. Nice. And now we have the options for uploading something. So here, as you can see, the application accesses my gallery. So with the web application, it accesses my files and it has check-ins when I upload something. But here, it accesses only my gallery. So Android is working very simple. Everything is stored, is saved in the gallery. And even if you download a picture, even if it's in download folder, it can be in the gallery as well. So every photos and videos are in the gallery folder. So it's accessing your gallery folder, and the only thing you can upload is basically a photo. From here, you can take a picture of yourself, and from here, you can take video of yourself. Okay, so by clicking the like, so here where the magic happens, you can see what other people do and other people like. So from following, you can see that one starts following that. So from here, when we follow someone, from here we can see where he's liking, he's into, and the pages he likes, the things he shops, and so on. So guys, this is the expectation of the Instagram, how it really works. This is fundamental knowledge you need to cover when you go into engagement. What does it do? What do the application? What do the web application, mobile application? Where for support? How do they access my phone? How my phone is responsible for the location? Why they ask me for location? Why it's needed? Why the heck when I type GTR, a GTR picture starts to pop up? How to refresh? How to these fundamental things. And now since we know them, it's time for some action. So thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna see you in the next video, which is gonna be more interesting.